Hi, I am so excited to welcome you guys. This is new consultant training. I like to be able to do one of these each month because as we have new team members joining, I like to be able to keep things fresh and kind of going with what's going on in the world of Scentsy. So if you are watching this will eventually go on YouTube, but this means that you either joined my team and I am your sponsor, which I am very honored to be. And otherwise, if you are watching this, then I am either your director or your star director. I absolutely love what I do. And I'm not going to go into my whole story here because this training is about you guys, but I just want you guys to know that I originally joined Scentsy 10 years ago as a hobby. I clicked that join button, not even remotely thinking about making any kind of money, about doing this full time, about making this as a business. It was simply because I loved warmers and wax. I fell in love with the product. And I thought, well, my friends seem to like it. And I don't know, this would be fun. So I did. And for that first year, I was truly just a hobbyist. I didn't do any of the really cool things like shooting stars, sensational start. I was very slow out of the gate because I didn't really have any expectations. I didn't really have any real purpose other than, like I said, love the product. About a year in, though, I really started thinking, well, I would like to be able to, my husband and I really wanted to be able to get a new car. We were really needing a newer car. And you guys know how it is, right? A car payment and car insurance, like the whole thing, it just starts to add up. And at the time, we couldn't really add that to our budget. And so I thought, okay, well, maybe I can use this Scentsy thing and I can at least make enough money to take care of a car payment and the insurance. And so that's really how it started for me. That's when I changed my reason for having Scentsy in my life. And that was a big thing, right? Like it was a really big decision to sit down and decide to do that. I was working full time. Our youngest was about 3 or 4 at that time. I don't know, somewhere around that age, right? So between going to work all day long at a job that I did not necessarily care for, and then coming home and putting on my mom hat and my wife hat, getting dinner done, right? Cleaning the house, doing all the things that we all do. And then finding some time to actually do some Scentsy stuff, right? So that's honestly how I started my business. And if I could go back and hit the rewind button, of course, I would go back and I would try and push myself to do all the things and really set up some goals for myself right out of the gate because that would have probably moved my journey up a lot faster. But here we are. And I will tell you that now I've been doing this. I officially retired from my corporate job, and I did that in 2019. I have been working full-time with Scentsy, doing Scentsy full-time ever since. And I honestly would not trade it for the world. Wouldn't trade it for the world. I love what I do. I love my job. I love meeting and working with people just like you. And I love, of course, still do today, the products most of all. I use the products in my home every single day. Scentsy just keeps on surprising us, not only with licensing partnerships with Disney and Marvel and Warner Brothers and all the cool stuff like that, but just with the tools that they give us as consultants. So this is a really exciting time to be a part of this company, I will tell you. I myself, I am very focused on building leaders. Now, that does not mean that if you joined and you click that join button and you want to do this as a hobby, and this is just, right, you're just starting out like, Jacqui, I don't need any of all that. I just want to do it when I want to do it. And so be it. I'm here to support you in that as well, okay? So the things that we're going to go over in this video are really things that are going to get your business started. So I want you to really keep that in focus and in mind as we go through this. Think about your reason for wanting Scentsy. Is it to just have a hobby and have this community and get to be a part of the fun stuff? That's awesome, right? If you are wanting more and wanting it to be more income producing, maybe to make that car payment like I originally started out doing, or helping with the kids' activities or food, or goodness gracious, can we talk about gas prices, right? All the things, right? We could all use some extra money, I'm sure, in our family budget. So if that's where you're at, then this is going to help you. And if you have a bigger goal and you want to do the thing, right? Like you eventually want to get to the point to where you're making that larger income every single month to where it can be a full-time income, and do it from home and do it from your phone and do it from the couch or do it at the Starbucks down the road. It does not matter, right? I want you all to realize that no matter what reason you are here with Scentsy, I am here to support you. Your reason is your reason. It's not mine. It's not his, it's not hers, it's not theirs, it's not anybody else's but yours. And I will also tell you, just like I kind of told you with my story, right? It may change for you over time. Those of you who are just sitting here going, yeah, it's a hobby for me right now, that's cool. I just want to kind of get used to this thing. That's awesome. But realize that at any time you could decide to change your mind, or life could happen and you decide to change your mind. For me, I did not expect to retire in 2019 from my career. I was going to be a lifer, right? I had already put in 15 years at that company. I had put myself back through college to get my degree through that company. And everything that I put in, I never, ever, ever thought that I would leave, ever. But you know what? They outsourced my position. Now, this was before 2020, right? And so looking back at it, I'm like, whoo, I got out, right? Right at a good time. But it just goes to show that even though I didn't plan for it, even though that was not on my radar, it wasn't a goal, it wasn't a plan, it wasn't anything that I was really thinking about. But Scentsy gave me the opportunity when I really needed it the most, right? I mean, I could very well have taken another job within the company somewhere else, or gone to another company and taken another job. But did I really want to? And that's what I really had to decide. And for me, I wanted to really do this. And so that was the decision I made. And I went all in. And you guys can do the same. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen because we are going to jump right on into this. And we are going to, let me get you in here. All right. Welcome to my computer, friends. Okay. If you do not know me personally, I will tell you this. I love to have fun. I love to be silly, but I also love helping, training, and working with others. So that's really where my passion lies with Scentsy. This is something that really allows me to do all of that and more. And I will tell you, I will always be your biggest hype man, okay? I will be the one over here clapping as you achieve all the things that you're going to achieve in your business, whether they be the small things or the big things. Really think about that, because with this business, you have the opportunity to do literally anything you want. We have a no limit on the income that you can make with this business. So you get to make that decision on what you want out of this. If it's income or financially motivated, right? Where do you want to be? You get to call the shots. So you are in control. I am simply here to support you, to point you in the direction of all the resources, to give you the tools, to share with you how I have built my business and gotten to where I am. And I am still right there working my business every single day. I usually work Monday through Friday. Sometimes, depending on how the weekends go, I may even put in some time on a Saturday. And it's really great to be able to have that flexibility. But I just want you to know, whether you have a lot of time to dedicate to this business, or if you only maybe have 30 minutes a day. That used to be me, remember? That used to be me. As long as you're intentional with your time, you can truly do whatever it is that you need to do. And that will get you to the point to where you're continuing to build your business, so that if you decide you want to do more with it, you have the opportunity. The power is all within you. So, all right, I've got my screen pulled up here. This is the, this is the Scentsy Workstation. So to get to this, you can just go to workstation.scentsy.us. Now, if you are in Canada, that will be workstation.scentsy.ca. Okay. All right. If you're in the UK region, that will be workstation.scentsy.uk. All right. I think we kind of get it now. All right. But for most of us, we are in the US, so that's how you're going to get to here. I actually saved this on my, I have a Mac, but I use Google Chrome for most of everything that I do, as my browser. So I like to save it as a bookmark, but I recommend saving it as a bookmark, whether you're on your phone, whether you're on a computer, whether you're on a tablet or an iPad, whatever, right? Save this, because your workstation is your office. Yes, it's not your physical office. It is your virtual office. This is where all the things happen within Scentsy. Okay, so that's what we're going to walk through. And I'm also going to show you a couple of things that will help you to get organized and started in your business. So when you go to the workstation, you're going to log in with your consultant ID, and you're going to log in with your password. If for whatever reason you forget one of these things, if you forget your consultant ID, well, you can always contact your sponsor. Reach out to your sponsor. If that's not me, if it's someone else, reach out to them and ask them, hey, can you tell me what my consultant ID is? Or you can look back at the email that Scentsy sent you, and that welcome email will have the consultant ID in there. If you lose your password, that's okay. Forget it. That's okay. I forgot my password. It's all here. All right. So anyway, I've got mine already in there. I'm just going to log in, and we are going to open this puppy up. The first thing I am going to say is, here's the thing. My workstation is going to look, specifically, this is what we call our dashboard, right? This is our home page. Okay. Mine is going to look different than what yours looks like. Okay. So if yours looks completely different, especially because you just started, or maybe you reinstated and are rejoining and jumping back into your business, your dashboard might look a little bit different. Okay, so don't worry about that. It's fine. That's what it's supposed to look like. Okay, once you get past certified consultants and have started doing some sales and started all of that, that's when you'll start to see a dashboard that looks somewhat similar to this. Now, we're at the 14th of the month. For me, my personal goal, because this is my full-time job, right? So I have full-time goals. So my goal every single month is to have at least a minimum of 500 PRV, which is personal retail volume, AKA sales, by the 15th. Okay, so that is my personal goal. For you just starting out, I would recommend, if you have, now I want you to really think, right? Go back to, why did you join? Why are you here? What are you working towards, right? Is it a hobby? Is it part-time income? Is it full-time income? One of those three, okay? So depending on where you're at, for those of you just starting, 200 PRV by the 15th of the month, that is a really great goal. 200 in the world of Scentsy means active, right? That's what we call getting active every month. And you'll see it down here where it shows my active frontline. So my frontline are the people that I personally sponsor, and active means that I have 17 people as of today that are at least at 200 PRV, AKA sales, or above. Okay, so that's when you see that word active, that's what that means. It doesn't mean that they're an active, like they're just a consultant. It means they're working their business, they're inputting sales. A couple other things that I'm going to point out to you just while we're on this page is, and I believe, oh gosh, it's been so long and we've had some updates. You guys, as you begin, you may only have a circle that says GWV. And if that's what you have, that's fine, right? Or if it does say TWV, that's fine too, okay? Um, the only reason that I have two, and the only reason that these are two different numbers, are because I am a star director, meaning I have directors that are underneath me and they have their own teams. And so that's why numbers look a little bit different. For you, as you're growing your business, your GWV and your TWV are going to be the same until you have a team member that promotes to director. And that's when you'll see a split. TWV means team wholesale volume. Your team is everyone that you have personally sponsored and anyone they have sponsored. Okay. GWV means group wholesale volume. Your group, when you talk about that in the world of Scentsy, that includes you and your team, like we just talked about, and any directors that you may have underneath you and their teams. So again, remember I said I've got directors under me. That's why you see a difference in numbers, right? So that team means that's what me and the people I've sponsored and the people they've sponsored, this is how much they have done so far in the month. This one here, the GWV, includes my directors as well. So this number plus directors, okay? Again, I just wanted you guys to see that. Now, another thing that you're going to see is your title. You're going to see that down there. Over here on the right-hand side, you will see you can go directly to your website right from here. That's really a quick way to get there. You can also see your Superstar Director. And if you click on the little eye and the icon here, or I'm sorry, if we, yeah, there we go. If we click on it there, it will instantly give you the email and the phone number or the opportunity to send a message through your workstation to that person. So again, remember, if I am not your sponsor, if I am not your director, if I'm not your superstar director, if you've got someone different, then that's a really easy way of how you can actually get their info if you need a question answered. Okay. So hopefully, again, though, if I am your sponsor or director or star director, I should show up here. But trust me, if you've joined me, then you've gotten my welcome email and hopefully you've seen all my info there. All right, so this is our dashboard. This is where it automatically takes us. Another thing that I just want to point out as we continue to go through this is you will see down here in the bottom corner, and you will see this on mobile as well. During business hours, Monday through Friday, this little purple chat window will always be down here. This is a chat that goes directly to Scentsy Consultant support. I highly recommend if you find that something isn't working right, if you're having problems with an order, or something funky happens when you're entering a party or closing a party or something like that, right? You can always utilize this chat feature. The Scentsy Consultant support staff is there for us. They are there to help us answer questions. Maybe you want to know if when a scent is going to be discontinued or something like that. We do have resources in the Facebook groups, so you can join those groups. You can usually post those questions there. But if you're not on Facebook, then this chat feature is going to be a really great tool for you to use. Even I use it still to this day, okay? And there may be times when I have a question about, hey, I wanted to post this and I want to make sure that I'm posting things correctly. Can you take a look at this? Or maybe it's, hey, I thought that this scent was coming out today. I don't see it. Am I missing something? The consultant support staff is fabulous at answering our questions. So always know that you have that option there. You can always call them as well. But for me, I love the chat ability. It's my jam. You can also see that on this dashboard, as we scroll down, that it will give you the option to set some SMART goals, okay? So you can walk through this. There's also a tutorial on SMART goals. I'm not gonna go through all that today, but I do encourage you at some point to go through that. And again, remember, if this is side income or full-time income that you're looking for, that's what you want to focus on, okay? As a hobbyist, you may not really have a goal. You may not really feel the need to set any goals, and that's okay, right? The other thing that I'm going to point out is the mission statement is always down here. And let me tell you, Scentsy truly means our mission statement, and that is to bring value to the world by providing an industry-leading, family-friendly business opportunity, selling creative, artistic, high-quality products that warm the heart, enliven the senses, and inspire the soul. All right, so here's how this mission really breaks down, okay? We at Scentsy are very family focused. A lot of us are parents, a lot of us are caring for family. We have full-time life commitments, right, that we may have or may need to be going through at some point in time. I want you to keep one thing in mind. If you have ever been with another direct sales company, or if you've ever done anything like this before, Scentsy is different in the fact that we will always tell you, one, do not ever spend family money on Scentsy. We do not require you to have any inventory on hand. You do not need inventory on hand. You do not need to buy anything special to run this business. You do not need to meet a monthly sales requirement. Currently, the only sales requirement that we have is for you to put in 200 PRV, aka sales, in a 12-month period. So that's 1 month of doing at least a minimum of $200 US. I believe it's 265 for our Canadian friends, right? Okay, so that's the only requirement that you have. That is it, okay? So I don't want you to ever think that you have to have a whole bunch of stuff and that you have to pour money into this business to make it work. That is not true. That is absolutely not true. And so I just wanted to point that out. Our job description as an independent Scentsy consultant is we sell things that smell good. That's it. All right, now here's one other thing I want you guys to see as you're on the dashboard. The current catalog that we are in will always be on your dashboard. And so as you can see, we are in spring, summer 2022, and you can view, download, and share the catalog right here, right? So get the PDF. If I click there, it's gonna open up the PDF of the digital version of the catalog. Remember how I said we don't require you to buy anything? Now, if you've joined and you got a starter kit, whether that's the full $99 starter kit or the $59 host exclusive kit, or this month it's only $25 to join, those kits have some different contents in them, and those contents can change, right? So depending on how you joined, you may or may not have some extra catalogs, okay? Or if you just reinstated, you may not have any business supplies yet, and that's okay. Again, we do not require that. If you choose or if you have the extra money to put those into business supplies, then by all means, we give you those resources. But I want you guys to also understand that you can do this without doing any of that, okay? So by clicking on this PDF, like I said, it's going to open that up. You can then save it to your device or get that, and then you can send the link to your friends. This is fantastic, right? There's so many ways to be able to get people to see what we have. I'm going to walk you along the top of our screen here. Now on mobile, it looks just slightly different, but this is the desktop version, okay? So your dashboard is here. You see that's what we're on. Scentsy Success. This is really where our news and marketing and training all lives. So if you're trying to find something specific, I will encourage you to come over here to the Scentsy Success tab, and you can type in a keyword of maybe something that you're looking for. I'm going to type in the word kit because maybe I just want to see what's currently in the kits right now. So as you can see, it does sort by relevance. So it tries to pull that keyword first. Sometimes, depending on exactly what you're looking for, you may have to try some different keywords, but you can always apply filters. You can go by section. There's a lot of different ways that you can search in here. So just get around, start clicking, and get familiar. So you see the very first thing that pops up are the kit contents for February through June. I'm going to go ahead and open this. And you can see I can share this, or I can just download it, and I'll just download it real quick because I just want to open it so you guys can see. So when you are joining and as you are building your business, and if this is more than a hobby, then you're going to want to start having conversations with people about joining your team. Building a team is going to be the foundation for your business, okay? It really is the foundation. So this is where you can see it tells us exactly what is in each starter kit. So I can see right here the list of contents for the full or the main $99 kit, okay? It comes with basically all of that, but it does list everything out. You can see here, you literally, you get the farm when you get the $99 kit, okay? That's there. But if you joined using the host exclusive starter kit, and maybe that means you had a party or the consultant you were working with had a party and unlocked this host exclusive kit, then you may have joined under this kit. And if so, it tells you exactly what you get out of there. Remember how I said the kits were a little bit different depending on how you joined? That's what I'm talking about, right? So the contents change depending on how you joined. The reinstatement kit is only for those who have been Scentsy consultants previously. It is always free to rejoin Scentsy. There is no fee. Now, when you rejoin, you do not get the opportunity to buy the starter kit again. So what Scentsy has done for those who want the opportunity to kind of have that kit all in one, then they offer this reinstatement kit. And basically, it's pretty much the same as our host exclusive kit. So if that gives you any indication there, it literally, everything here though, you will be able to run your business, okay? You really aren't going to need much more than this. And honestly, I worked out of my kit for quite a long time before I even ordered more business supplies. Now, part of first joining, you do have the opportunity to earn 2 Fast Start awards. The first one is Shooting Star, and Shooting Star is selling 500 PRV in your first 15 days. When you do that, you unlock this exclusive kit. You are only able to purchase this kit if you've earned this award. Remember, I didn't earn this, so I didn't have this opportunity. But I will tell you, 10 years ago when I did join, the Shooting Star kit was nothing compared to what you guys have the opportunity of getting. Now, you do pay for this, but like I said, this is only available if you earn the Shooting Star award. Now, it is $200 US, 264 Canadian, okay? But when you purchase this, that also gives you PRV. So yes, purchasing this kit might be a little bit of an investment if you earn Shooting Star, but this gives you plenty of product to either utilize at your business. Maybe you're doing parties, whether that's online or in person or events, you're going to have more stock to be able to utilize. Maybe you want to get this and then sell this to your local friends and family, right? These are all options for you. But the whole point of being able to purchase this and being able to have it count towards your PRV means that you're going to get paid back commission on that kit, okay? So yes, you pay for it, but you're actually getting paid back in commission. So, all right, just bringing that to your attention because I want you guys to be able to see what you can do with this business. All right, so let's jump back over here. We've got that Scentsy Success. I'm going to go ahead and clear those filters. The next one we have is Consultant Store. The Consultant Store, okay, guys, okay. I'm going to tell you right now, this all looks shiny and beautiful, and it is a huge temptation. Even for myself. Again, been doing this for a minute, right? But I will tell you, every time I go into the consultant store, I truly have to rein myself in because it is so tempting. But if you are needing business supplies, this is where you go. Okay. So specifically, and it does give you departments or categories over here. But we are at the spring summer. So if I were to click spring and summer, that is going to pull up everything that is focused on spring and summer. So if I want to order some more catalogs, and again, you can see that you have the opportunity to order catalogs depending on what region you're in. Some brochures, flyers, product lists, rub and sniff stickers, all of this stuff. Again, things that are going to help you market your business, work your business. The thing is, when it comes to business supplies, is that business supplies do not give you PRV. So from my own experience, I would get in here and I'd see the pretty shiny things. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I totally have to have that. And I would get it. And then what happens? I haven't really made any money in my business yet. So what am I doing? I'm spending my family money on Scentsy stuff. Now, while that's not a rule, I would say it's a great guideline for you as a business owner. Be smarter than I was and try to avoid temptation. Unless you just have extra money and you're like, I totally want this stuff, then go all in, honey. You just get whatever it is that you want to get. That is awesome. But I will tell you, this stuff is all just stuff that can come later. Okay. It can come later, maybe after you get your first commission check and you want to spoil yourself and come in here and buy some cool stuff that you see, right? That's perfect. But mainly when it comes to business supplies, this is where you can come. You're going to see other things too, like you can see these headbands, things like that, right? Okay. Who doesn't want a headband, but who needs a headband? All right, let's go back to our dashboard. Now, as you can see along the side here, we've got all of our different tabs, right? So you've got our orders tab, reporting, contacts, communication, events, incentive, calendar, Scentsy success, and you'll see how that's all blocked off here. Same place that we went up there. Below that, we have idea share, and that is where, like, maybe you have a really great idea, like, oh my gosh, why hasn't Scentsy thought of XYZ? You can come on here and share your idea with fellow consultants, and Scentsy actually listens to those ideas. I have seen many things come forward and come to fruition from that idea share, from consultants sharing ideas that Scentsy has implemented. And then we have the pay portal. Everybody wants to know how they're going to get paid, right? So here's the deal. It takes about 2 weeks after you've clicked that join button, but you will receive in the mail. So you need to make sure that whatever shipping address you put in on your account, and I'm going to show you where that is where you want things to be delivered. Okay. So really make sure that that's there. Make sure that the email address you've put in is one you're going to check regularly, because not only is Scentsy going to use that for communication, but your upline, like me, we're going to use that for communication as well. So you want to make sure it's at least an email that you're going to be utilizing along with the phone number. Okay. So just make it one that you're actually going to use. But the pay portal, like I said, in about 2 weeks after you join, you will receive in the mail your pay portal card. And it is just a regular prepaid card like you see all over the place anymore, right? And that is how Scentsy loads your commission. We are paid once a month. Our pay date is the 10th of every month for everything we did in the previous month. So for example, today is March 14th. On March 10th, it was payday. Now, normally Scentsy spoils us and we usually get paid like a day before. So I'm not gonna spoil that for you too much, but payday is on the 10th every month. And so on the 10th of March, I received on my pay card everything that I earned from my February work. So all of my commission that I earned during February was paid out on March 10th. And that was how I was able to get my money. And so that's how it goes. You do have some options to where you can keep it on the pay portal card, that prepaid card, if you choose. I actually like to only keep like a low dollar amount on there, just in case I need to get some stamps or something for my business, things like that, right? Otherwise, you have the opportunity to have it directly go into your bank account, so you can have it routed into your checking or bank account that you utilize. You can also have everything transferred from there to a Venmo if you do have Venmo. And that honestly is the way that I do mine. I actually transfer my balance to my Venmo account, and my Venmo is then, of course, connected to my bank account. And then I move it to my bank account. It's super fast, and I can move that money into my bank account in like 15 minutes. So for me, it's really great because on payday, the first thing I do is I make our house payment and then I start paying other bills because remember, this is my full-time job. Okay. So that's what I work for every single month. So that is the pay portal. If after like the third week you have not received your card, that's when I would recommend go ahead, reach out to your sponsor, reach out to your upline, or remember, use that little chat feature down there and go ahead and directly ask Scentsy, hey, I joined on this date. I still haven't received my pay card. They can actually look in the system. They can tell you what address, they can verify where it was shipped or mailed to rather. And they can also then, if for whatever reason they say, yeah, it's shipped out and you should have received it, they can then reissue that new card. Okay. So that's why utilizing that chat feature 9 times out of 10 is probably going to be the best option for you. So those are the categories that we have. Inputting orders. Okay, this is how we put orders in. There are 2 ways that people can order Scentsy through you. They can go to your website, which remember when you were signing up, you got to choose what your website name is. Okay, if you do not remember that, that's okay. I'm going to show you where that is in just a moment. But people can either go to your website or they can give you their order and you can come here to your workstation, come here to the order tab, and this is where you can either create a party, which means it has to be a minimum of $200. That means it's going to qualify for host rewards. Or if you know that you're not going to add anything else to it, it's just a one and done type of an order, you can click individual order and you can put that order in. It also will show you over here that this is one of the consultant exclusive perks that we have. And that is, this stands for Scent of the Month and Scent Warmer of the Month. So every month, if you're familiar with Scentsy at all, then you know every month that we have the option to get either the Scent or the Warmer of the Month kit. Now, this is something that we do earn PRV on. So again, just like that shooting star kit, right? Yes, we're going to sign up to get this, but we're also going to earn PRV on it, which means we're going to get paid back on it. It is also, and I am not a tax professional, so please consult with yours, but it is a business expense, okay? All right, so you can sign up and subscribe for either one. You have 3 options every month. Opt out of both. Or you can get the Scent of the Month kit, or you can get the Scent Warmer Month of the kit. The only difference there is with the Warmer of the Month kit, you also get the warmer every month. So if you choose to get that, keep it for yourself, or to use that either with home parties or to sell to your local friends and family. So that is one of the exclusive perks. The open orders, which I'm not going to click on just because it does have sensitive information and this is going to go on YouTube, but it will show you any of the open orders that you have going. So those are your open parties, okay? So again, create a party. That's where it's all going to live until you close it. Once you close it, it then jumps to the next tab, which is your history tab. I'm not going to show that just because, like I said, it is going to show personal customer information in there, and I don't want to share anyone's information there. But that will show me every single order. So if I want to follow up, if I want to look back and see what so-and-so ordered, if they went to my website and placed an order, I can also come here to the history tab and see that order. Over here, our last tab is for Scentsy Club. Again, I'm not going to click on it because it's going to YouTube, but anybody who is subscribed to your Scentsy Club through your website will show here. Okay, Scentsy Club is one of our newer things, but it is one of the most amazing programs that we have. Up here, you can see that we have support. Again, remember, you can always call them. You can start a ticket. You can also view those past requests. If I click on contact support, that is going to give me a couple different options, right? So it's going to let me put in a ticket. I will tell you that putting in a ticket or like a work order or something like that, right? Like something's not working, you're going to get a slower response that way because, of course, it's getting sent into a ticket queue. You're going to have to wait for somebody to open that ticket and take a look at it. So if it's something that you really need an answer to quickly, then do not start a support ticket. That is more for, hey, I just had a general question about Scentsy Family Reunion, right? That is something that you could probably just send a support ticket and ask, and they will be more than happy to give you that info, right? If you are needing something urgently or quickly, you can, of course, give them a call. You can see that it does show their hours there. And also, yet again, just like down here, it does give you that chat option, and it does give you the chat hours as well. So like I said, chat is the way that I normally go whenever I'm contacting them, and it is just fantastic. They are an amazing support system. This next tab where it will have your name. Now, as you see, I go by Jacqui. My legal name is Jacqueline. So in the world of Scentsy, when you see Jacqueline, that's why it says Jacqueline there. That's why, you know, it feels very fancy if I'm saying Jacqueline. But if I click on there, it will take me to my account, or I can just log out. When I go to my account, I will be able to, and I'm going to click on it very quickly here. I'm going to see, first of all, there's two things at the top. So you can see when you join, you have the option. Photofy is an app that allows you to create videos and photos using, you know, stock images, or if you've got a warmer at home that you've taken a picture of, you can upload it and then do all kinds of fun things. They do give you a free trial. Scentsy is partnered with this app called Photofy, and it's a really great resource. Sell with Amy, AMI, it is Amy. And what that is, it's really a CRM. It's a customer resource management tool, okay? So this is what helps you to follow up with orders. The really great thing about Amy, again, they have partnered with Scentsy, is that it connects to your workstation right here, meaning you can very easily, you can download the app on your phone, and you can very easily do follow-ups without having to log into your workstation to see if Sally next door, if she ordered that 6-pack of bars, when I'm following up with her to say, oh, I wanted to check in and see how you're enjoying your products. It will give me everything that she ordered. And so, because it connects to my workstation, right? So I don't have to log into my workstation, look to see what she ordered, and then give her a call or a text or an email or what have you, and follow up. So it's a really, really great thing. And I will tell you that follow-up is going to be key. If you are new to direct sales, or even if you've done other direct sales in the past, here's the thing when it comes to Scentsy. We have consumable products. This is one of the reasons why we are able to be very successful in what we do, because we are selling products that people consume, meaning they will run out of them. Now, they're never going to run out of a warmer. However, when they're buying wax for their warmers, when they're purchasing any of our clean products, the laundry line, the pet care, the body line, all of those things, right? They may run out of their hand cream. They may run out of their washer whiffs. Those are consumable products. And so by following up with our customers, we're not only creating relationships with our customers, but we're also giving them an experience as to what it's like to be a Scentsy customer. So we're able to reach out, tell them thank you. I always like to remind my customers that I am a mama-run business. This is what I do. I am a mom. I am a wife. I work this business for my family, and every single order counts to me. And I want to remind them of that. when they are purchasing through me. And so doing a follow-up, saying thank you is going to really, really show your customers that they mean a lot to you. It's also going to help to set you apart. Maybe if they do buy from other direct sales, or if they've bought through other consultants previously, right? Maybe those consultants never followed up. Maybe they never said thank you. This is just a really great tool to be able to do that. And you do get a free trial for the first, I believe it's 4 months, 3 or 4 months. When you join. After that, it's I believe $7.99 a month if you decide to keep it. But I will tell you, as you're joining, I would highly recommend getting the free trial and utilizing that free trial all the way till it's done. And at the end of that free trial, if you are making your money, which hopefully you should be because you're following up with customers and you're doing sales, right? Then you can turn around and say, okay, I can go ahead and invest $7.99 every month, or if you want to buy it annually, I think you save a little bit more that way. But you can say, okay, I'm going to spend $7.99 a month because this helps me to stay on track. It gives you to-dos, it gives you reminders, it gives you templates of what to say, how to say it, the option to email, to call, all of that. And like I said, remember, it's also linked to your workstation. So we do lots of trainings with Amy. We also have, because again, we've partnered with Amy, there is a Facebook group that is run by Amy, and it is called Sell with Amy on Facebook. And they are there to answer our questions. They actually do trainings every single Tuesday. And so they do them live on that Facebook group. So if you're on there, you can ask questions in real time, get those answers back, all the things that you want to know. This is a really powerful tool, and this is why I'm taking a minute to talk about it, because I wish I had had this when I started. We did not have these partnerships when I started. So my follow-up system was a notebook and a pen. It took a lot longer to do. So like I said, I'm here to help you guys start off on the right foot, and that is what I would recommend. This does, I mean, it shows my info, but it does give your information there. It also, I'm going to scroll down to here, and it does tell us, this is where it shows our websites and subscriptions. Okay. So your personal website, you can see that right there. If I click on edit, which is what I encourage you guys to do, is to come in here. You can always change your website at any time. Here's the flip side of that coin. While it's fun to maybe change your website every so often, I will tell you from personal experience, you will have to redo like any business cards that maybe you've ordered or you create, or flyers or anything like that that has your website on it. You're going to have to change that anytime you change what your website is. Okay. So I recommend trying to find something that's going to work for you. If you find out it doesn't, that's fine. Change it. By all means, you have the power, right? But just remember, you're also going to have to change anything else that you put out there, any marketing you've done on social media, any flyers or anything that you've passed or handed out. It's going to have that old website link on it. But what I encourage you guys to do, and part of your first steps, is to come here to this section and upload a photo. While it is very easy to be like, oh, I don't want to put my picture. I hate having to put my picture on things. Maybe you want your dog, maybe you want your cat or your family or your kids or what have you. It's perfectly fine. Again, your business, you have the power. But I will tell you this. This business is all about relationships. And you want people to like, know, and trust you, right? And to be able to like, know, and trust you, I mean, it all comes down to you, right? So I encourage you to use a picture of yourself. It can be a fun one. You utilize some of those apps like, that make you a cartoon, or, whatever, right? There's so many different apps that you can have fun with pictures, right? Different filters, things like that. Maybe it's you and your family because you're doing this as a family business. Maybe it's you and your partner. Maybe it's you and your dog, whatever. But I just suggest that it's you in some shape or form on your picture. Like I said, it's just going to help you to relate to your customers better. You want them to start recognizing you as their Scentsy consultants. So you can, again, update this photo as many times as you want. Does not matter with your website, right? So that can be uploaded and changed at any time. The next thing, and it does also tell you this over here, but okay. Tell your story. Now, a lot of you, and when I talk to a lot of new consultants, they always will tell me, probably maybe 8 out of 10 times, I don't have a story yet, Jacqui. Well, what's my story? Okay, here's the thing. When you click that join button, remember, why? Was it to be a hobby and have a connection with the community? Was it to help take care of the kids' expenses if they're in sports or activities? Was it to help with just family expenses, groceries and gas and all the things that keep increasing? Was it so you didn't have to go and leave the house to have that part-time income? Was it, or is it because you want to do more for your family and maybe you want to be able to have that income and not have to find babysitters or work outside of the home? I personally have some health issues, and so I have days where I'm in a lot of pain. I've got a lot of chronic pain, and so for me, going to a regular job, even when I did work my regular job, there were many a days where I either had to utilize I had FMLA because of my medical issues. But there were a lot of days where, yeah, I had to go in no matter how bad I hurt. And being able to have the flexibility to say, I'm going to stay at home and do this, whether it's from my couch, from my computer, from my bed, whatever, you can do this business. And so your story is very powerful, whether you started today or started 3 years ago. This is where you want to connect with people, and people can connect with you regardless if you feel like your story is a story. It's your story. And I will tell you right now, it is the most powerful tool you're going to have in this business, specifically when it comes to building a team, because people want to join people that they can connect with. So I do have my story on here, and again, you can update this at any time, but you can see I kind of started out, it all started with a car payment, and that's where it started for me. So I encourage you to put something in there. Your join page, again, you can put in another blurb about joining your business. You can, even if you're into videos or if you've done a video, you can record one, what have you, upload it to YouTube, and you can actually upload a video, a personalized video of yourself, and add it here. So when people go to your join page on your website, that's what they'll see. The next one here is what's warming in my home. People want to know what you like when it comes to Scentsy. So they give you the ability to highlight 3 different current scents that are available. And so I always try and go in here at least every 3 months or so, because I will tell you, I am a Scentsy addict. Yes, I am. I love fragrance. And so I will go through times where I'm loving one scent, but maybe a new one comes out and I absolutely fall in love with that one. Or maybe I order a scent that I'd never tried before and I fall in love with that one. So I like to keep this updated. But yeah, otherwise you don't really have to update that one too often. The other option that they give you is to actually, and this is more for those of you who are into this piece of it. I am sorry, I am a total nerd. I do like to see analytics and data and things like that. That's just something that I enjoy, oddly enough. But you can actually utilize this, and it does walk you through. You can see all of these are links on how to actually do that and how to get analytics and data. So if you're into that, that is always there as an option for you. So again, this is where you can sign up for Scent and Warmer of the Month in the account section. Update your address, your email, your phone number, all of those things. Remember, that's how Scentsy and your sponsor or your upline are going to communicate with you. So you want to make sure that those things are updated. The other thing that I'm going to point out to you guys is on the events tab. It will show you the events that we do have in process. So that is a really good thing to know, because right now we have Scentsy Family Reunion that is happening in June, and that is actually tomorrow is when registration opens on March 15th. So we can actually go in there and register. So you can see when we do Scentsy World Tour, which is in the spring, we just wrapped up Scentsy World Tour. It was amazing. We do have different events for directors and above, and other things like that. The other thing is the calendar. So the consultant calendar is a very helpful tool. If you hit subscribe to calendar, this will actually help you link it if you utilize Google Calendar or that calendar. And you can actually integrate it into a digital calendar that you already use. But coming here and kind of looking at the month at a whole is very helpful. So I can see exactly when there are going to be Scentsy corporate trainings, which every single Tuesday we do have an all consultant training call. So all consultants, regardless of when they joined, what title they are, where they're at in their business, can join a training. And each week is a different topic. They also go live on Facebook. It will tell you when we have some of our LTOs or limited time offers coming available. So you can see when Dumbo products were released. Oh my goodness, Dumbo. I love Dumbo. You can also see here, commission payout. That was Payday, remember. Okay. You'll see lots of different things here. This is our, oh my goodness, our last incentive that we did. We always have an incentive going where we can earn either trips or other things. And for Region 3, which for us is Australia and New Zealand, we are a global company. They actually have one of their cruises coming up that they were able to earn. And so excited to start seeing pictures of all of that. But this really helps you with your business to kind of know what's going on and kind of gives you that roadmap of what to do. So again, you can skip to the next month. You can see what's coming up in April, right? So you can really see what's happening. So syncing this calendar to whatever calendar you use is going to be very helpful. That is one of the tips I will give you because that's what helps me to keep my business in order. Now, aside from the website or the workstation, I am just going to show you a couple other quick things. I'm not going to go too deep simply because I have trainings for those. There are going to be some other things that you might want to start using, or as you're getting started, you may hear about them and want to know what they are. Canva. Canva is a free design app. Okay, you can utilize this free resource and get really great quality designs. So if you are somebody who is trying to build your business on social media, you want to get to playing around with Canva. I do have some trainings on Canva on my YouTube channel, so you can always check those out. There's plenty of others as well. Canva also does their own. So if you click on this Learn tab here, it will actually take you through some really great tutorials. It's very user-friendly. And like I said, as you're starting out your business, utilizing free options like Canva, there is a paid version, but I do not recommend you just starting out with a paid version. I only will tell you to get the paid version of whatever app you're doing only after you've exhausted all of the free options. So if you get to the point to where you're using Canva for like everything and you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I could do more with Canva because it's doing so much for my business, that's when you should upgrade to whatever that next tier is. Utilize those free trials, those free versions. You're going to be able to do a lot, and Canva is one of those that gives you so much. I mean, honestly, you don't ever have to pay for Canva if you do not choose to, okay? Another one that I utilize, and there is a free version as well, is Jotforms. It's a really quick and easy way for me to get information from customers, and I use it for team and trainings and things like that. But Jotform is just a really great way. If you've ever heard of Google Forms, this is somewhat similar, much more powerful. And for me, I prefer Jotforms over Google Forms every day of the week. Facebook is also going to be, hello, that's where a lot of our groups are. And so a lot of resources happen there. That's going to be a good place for you to hang out. I utilize Trello to help keep me on track. Another tool that I use is my planner. I am a digital planner. I have an iPad, so I actually do a digital planner, but just a regular paper planner is going to do you well. Even if it's just a regular old notebook, that's going to help you out as well. So that way you can kind of have resources almost at your fingertips. And I like being able to have those things. Okay. So this is kind of the overview of the workstation and everything that you can do here. There's just so much more to do. I highly encourage you guys to get into the workstation and just start clicking. Look to see what's there. Look to see what's under this tab. How do I get to this? What if I wanted to look up this topic? What if I want to learn more about scent of the month, right? You can go into Scentsy Success. You can go to the training center, and in the training center, there is a specific spot for new consultants. Oh my goodness. That's exactly where you need to be, because it's going to walk you through how to put in an order, how to close out a party with host rewards, how to utilize the host exclusive kit to start sponsoring. Okay, you don't have to be at a certain place in your business to begin sponsoring. I encourage you guys, if you're doing this for a side income or for a full-time income, to start sponsoring as soon as possible, because it's going to help you, and you get to actually work together with the people that you sponsor, and having that kind of accountability group built in. Hello, that's like a win-win situation for everybody. All of this and more. Now, if I am your sponsor, your director, your star director, you also will get my specific app that helps to walk you through a lot of the beginning stages. You also have access to my training group on Facebook. You also will have access to my weekly Tuesday trainings that I do on different topics. I also collaborate with other leaders, and we put out weekly trainings as well. So if you're looking for training, I'm your girl. So I got everything there. You can, of course, watch my YouTube channel and subscribe to that. I do have trainings on a lot of things. So most of the things that you're probably curious about or want more information on, you can always go there and find that. But this is Scentsy, you guys, and I am so excited. Welcoming new team members is honestly one of the biggest things that makes me smile in this business, because I get to hear what people want and what they want to strive for and work for. And it's so amazing to me that this little wax and warmers thing can do that for so many of us. So I welcome you. I am so excited that you are on this journey. I hope that you get everything out of Scentsy that you absolutely want. And being able to do that is going to take some work. Yeah, it's not a get rich quick. It is not. This is a business that we run here. So you're going to build a business, but you've got the tools all around you to support you every step of the way, without the pressure, without the hassle of having a requirement for sales or anything like that. Okay. I want you guys to succeed, and I want you to do everything that you want. You have the power to build this business and to make your family better for it. Take care, and I will talk to you guys soon.